Hey, this is beautiful. This is not the ocean, it's not the sea, this is Lake Malawi in the centre of Africa. It's just mad to think that you can be somewhere that feels so Mediterranean. This little lady's called Charity, and she's the niece of the owners of the place where we're staying. But I'm not here necessarily just to enjoy the beach. I've come here for a festival called the Lake of Stars, which is held every year in a place called Chinthechian on the northwest coast of Lake Malawi. We're not here just to play the festival. I'm really interested in meeting other musicians and going into some villages and meeting people like little Charity here and her parents to show that with music... What's wrong? That with music, you're kind of welcome wherever you go, really. And so I'm going to set out to meet some local musicians, some drummers, some dancers, artists, cooks, chefs and kids, just to show that with the music and guitar you can turn up wherever you want and do your thing and be welcome. So, festival starts tomorrow. Don't think Charity's coming, but I'm certainly going to go there with Ruby Samba and see what happens. All right?
Yeah.
Was that all right? You think so? Come on then. The festival is 3 days and nights of partying to live and DJ sets from European and African artists. Set right on the lake shore, I'm due to play here on the Saturday afternoon with my daughter Ruby. Well, I tell you what, it's not bad. Travelled a long way to get here, and so is everybody else. It's the Lake of Stars. It's just a fantastic location. It feels a bit sort of European if you come looking for African music. I don't know if you're going to get that here, but people are well happy. Nice atmosphere. I cannot complain. We're due to play in about a couple of hours. Me and Ruby, she's wandering around somewhere making friends. Met some nice musicians last night, local musicians playing like homemade guitars, like olive oil cans with sticks and strings. Fantastic tune, really nice. So I'm going to meet up with them and find out something about them. And sure enough, just an hour before Ruby and I are due on stage, I find the group wandering down the beach, and we set up there and then to play and have a look at their unique instruments. That was the Makambale brothers.
Makambale brothers.
From Lilongwe.
From Lilongwe.
Yeah, and you're all brothers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, well, very nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
So what do you call this kind of music?
Nganda.
Nganda.
Yes.
So just show me this, play these strings, how they sound. So this is your bass guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Show me with what you're using here. And where's this string from? This string is from where? From the tire of a car?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, and these strings, where are these strings
It's
from?
from brake of a bicycle.
Oh, the brake that comes down the wire brakes.
Yeah.
That is so clever. That's so clever. And the drum kit is from bottle tops. And then this is rubber from, where's this from?
From a bag of a cow.
From the back of a cow?
Yeah.
Huh?
The same like this one.
This is skin. I thought it was. I thought
This
it was
is skin of
Yeah, I thought it was metal.
Yeah.
So this in itself is like a bass drum. And where did you learn?
Oh,
to play?
from our father.
Your father showed you.
Yes.
So your father played, and all your money comes from these instruments.
Yeah.
You make no money from. You don't have jobs.
Yeah.
This is all your money.
Yeah.
Yes, and we want money.
British,
That's why
it's
we're
our business.
playing here and
It's your
there.
business, and that's why you're good.
Yeah.
The Makambale brothers are truly an inspiration. Their music and sound is entirely due to their instruments. If you were to give them a set of new guitars and drums from a music shop in Britain, their sound would completely change. However, I still felt it worth throwing a little bit of my guitar into the mix. So engrossed was I with this music, I actually forgot that I was due to play with Ruby on the main stage, so I had to extract myself quite quickly to get there. Ruby is 19 and a fine young singer. Our gig went really well and everything and everybody at the festival was great. But somehow the festival just didn't have the appeal of jamming with homemade instruments with strangers that soon become friends. I was more interested in finding what musical treats lay elsewhere. Geology. I owe it all to rocks and fate, because 2 mornings later I'm en route to a remote village with a geologist I'd met who was taking rock samples for a mining company. He had sent word that we were coming to pay a musical visit, and there was a rumour that some local musicians would turn up too. As we arrived, we were treated to a musical welcome that in itself was an honour to witness. We are so lucky, I cannot believe it. This is Matthias, this is Thomas. Thomas is the youngest son of the local chief, and Matthias, you live here. And we are in a village called Vechumde. Yes. And we're way up high in the mountains, off from the lake. And we've arranged to come to this village, meet some musicians. And this is our welcome. This is like the matriarch of the village. And they're singing, just saying, the lyrics you're saying, they're singing about they won't forget what we say to them when we come here. So this is music in its purest form. This is music for music's sake. For society's sake, yeah? Exactly. For the village. Thank you, Anthony. I should go and maybe thank the mum. Okay. Could you maybe introduce me? It turns out that Matthias's dad is the head man and a fine musician who immediately sat down and played some beautiful music on his own homemade instruments, accompanied by one of his wives.
Thank you. This instrument is called banjo. It is mostly being played by the bachelors, you see. When a person is a bachelor, they play this in order to forget something, you see. When a person has no lady, you see, know the problem he is facing. So I played this instrument in the early 1970s, when I was a bachelor.
And you found your wife like that?
So I find to these 2 ways. When I find this, I tried to sing this instrument. They said, you want to marry another wife? So I left it till this day, and this is the first time to take it. So
first time, you be careful because you'll be married by sunset.
Since 30 years, this is the first time.
First time since 1970 something.
Yes.
Wow, you have a lovely voice, beautiful voice. Livson also informed me that we were the first white or Mzungu visitors that the village had received since 1937, when a missionary named McAlpine left. And when I looked, we were in fact the only entries in the visitors' book. Were you born here in this village?
Yes, I was born in this village.
And how many people are living here in this area?
In this area, we are 49 people.
49 people?
Yeah.
And that's
including the orphans.
Including the orphans.
Including the orphans? Yeah, that's fantastic. You take on orphans and you look after them?
Yes, you look after them.
The orphans are mainly the result of AIDS or simply being abandoned when their parents move to other areas to find paid work. There are quite a few of them, and they attended local school and take a full part in village life. They're just lucky Madonna wasn't with us. How do you supply food for 49 people?
Oh, we used to supply ourselves. I and my wife.
You eat one big meal a day, or you eat lunch? You eat midday and evening, or just evening?
We eat twice a day, lunch and dinner.
Your water comes from where?
Oh, we got a borehole down there, but
So you have to carry all the water up here by hand.
yeah, exactly.
What meat do you eat?
Meat.
Yeah.
Here, men they eat wild. We eat goats, pigs, and the like. But for the wild meats nowadays, although they are scarce, but people they make sure that they have something from the bush.
There's not much left in the bush though.
There are a few of them. We call them bushback.
I think like a small deer.
And for men, we eat together there.
Men eat separate from the women.
Exactly.
And the women do the cooking.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, but farming we do together.
How do you make money? Do you live with money, or do you just make all your food?
No, we are supposed to have money. Sometimes we farm, we have more harvest. Then some of our produce, we sell it. Yes, then we find money for buying soap and the like, paraffin and other
And this sorts of things. Yeah.
salt and the like.
And how many children do you have?
I've got 18 of them and 12 grandchildren.
18 children, 12 grandchildren.
Yeah.
And that's just so far. Who knows next year what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Which is your house? Where do you sleep?
This she and that one. That
So
is-
you have one wife in one house and one
Yeah,
wife in the other
that
house?
is for the first wife and this for the second.
Second wife. Uh-huh. You say that mainly we're all Christians here in this town,
Yeah,
but you have two wives.
yeah.
That's novel.
No, we have local churches.
You have what?
Local churches.
Churches, they used
Oh, churches. Oh,
yes, they used to go to local church. I thought the church itself, though they are Christians, but the church itself authorized the people to get married, to practice polygamy.
Yeah.
Yes,
They say it's okay.
yeah.
Well, why not? I said to my wife once, maybe, we should take a second wife. She said, yeah, okay, if I take a second husband.
Yeah.
The day just got better as it got hotter. Mondengwe and Mumbewe arrived with another new instrument and some songs. This is this extremely simple but 100% effective instrument. It doesn't look dissimilar to the one-string violins you get in Mali and you get in northern Morocco. You get similar one-stringed instruments like this a lot in Africa, but I've not seen it played with a stick and the water. It's unique. The name of this instrument is?
It's called the caligo.
Caligo.
Yes.
And so this is
This is a
goat skin.
Yeah.
This is skin on a wooden bowl and it's come through.
And the stick.
Remarkable.
They were singing that they were happy for your coming, and they are so joyful. The second song they are talking about HIV/AIDS.
Okay.
That we have to take care. If we go for sex, we fall into that epidemic. So there's nothing we can achieve.
It's humbling what great music these guys could make with a dead goat and some wood. Proper musicians that can entertain purely with an object they had crafted from things found around them, and singing songs that meant something and served a purpose. And then, as if that wasn't impressive enough, homemade guitars. What next? So, 2 homemade guitars and a cheap Korean version. It's just amazing, isn't it? Look, homemade, 1 solid piece of wood, flat piece on top, nailed on, the neck made, and the wires from what they used to pull logs out of the jungle. Obviously not those little thin wires, they've just unwound them. It's 2 o'clock on a Monday afternoon, although I think I'm the only one aware of this, and we're partying like it's Saturday night in 110-degree heat. This is living. It really is incredible. These dance steps worked out without a mirror, without a tutor, any after-school clubs, and the guitars are in concert pitch F sharp. I've got to admit, I got so involved that I clean forgot to ask what the songs were about. I only know the 2 guitarists' names were Kendi and Wilson. Yes, gents.
Exactly.
Yeah. The village had put on an incredible display of music, and I was awestruck at the resourcefulness and sheer musicality of these people. They were intrigued to hear my music, so I retired to the shade with my guitar and sat down to sing them some songs. I was hoping it wasn't going to be too boring for them.
That's all I hear. La 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 la. That's all I hear. Hear this, say that, do this, do that. Come here, go there, buy this, buy that. You're right, I'm wrong. Who said that's so?
That moment of connection, when they responded to my music, was like hitting a thermal, and is an affirmation of the universality of music. It really didn't matter that they didn't understand a word of what I was saying. They were just going with me in what I was feeling. So they liked my song, but they were really interested in seeing how I could dance and play. But I think, really, it's just them that wanted to dance. These people are amazing. Any excuse, they're just there, they want to dance, they want to play. This is what I live for, connecting with people through music. And before I knew what was happening, we were singing an anthem. Livston, the head man, is a star, and his leadership qualities came out as he led his village in an improvised chorus. What a great idea if all our leaders could do this.
We are together, we are together, we are together, we are together. You are my brother, we are your brother, you are my brother, I am your brother. Sing a song, sing a song, sing a song, sing a together we can sing the same. Together we can sing the song.
Yawo! Yawo! Fantastic.
Yeah. It's good.
Thank you. I'll put this back for a minute. That was quite something. See, it does work. You can come in, people don't know any songs, we don't know the same songs, but you can get down together because we all want to get down together with the same music.
Yeah, exactly.
We all want to sing the same song. And thank you to the people of this village.
Yeah.
I spent just one glorious afternoon in Kasangazi, but I can honestly say it was one of the best musical moments of my life. And as I left the village heading back to the lake, I took something with me in my heart that I'll nurture forever. It's 5:30 in the morning, October the 10th, 2007. It's my birthday. What a gift. In the background, that's some fishermen that are coming back from fishing all night, and that's letting people know they've had a good catch. They make a lot of noise. We're lucky, again, I'm a lucky man. We're meeting up with some fishermen today, and we're going to play some drums with them and find out a bit about their lives. Ruby had finished partying by now and came with me to meet the headman Alex, who was going to talk to us about his life in the village of Camera.
Oh, Tim,
Yeah?
you are welcome. This is my home.
This is your home?
Yes, please.
I like it.
Thank you, thank you.
I love this, the red window frames.
Okay, it's very true. Just because when I'm trying to do that, I was trying to make it beautiful.
You've succeeded.
So you say it is okay, then I'm all right. I'm happy.
What a setting. Look at this. How many people here in this village?
In fact, with me, I have 850 people. I don't include the school children.
What are your responsibilities here?
In fact, being the chief, I'm just trying to handle up, looking after the village people, receiving some problems which I have in the village. Later, if I can see that I can solve them, then I do solve them. A chief can be chosen in the way they know that this one is fruitful.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're wise.
You are very true.
So we had a wander around the village and found again that music is integral to work and play. And it even helps the two combine. These women were singing and dancing as their husband fixed the roof, while another one of them did some combined cementing and childcare. Meanwhile, at the local bar, come shop, one guy is simply having a dance. What a way to spend your lunch hour. And Alex told me this man gives him problems as he's round the bend, and it helps explain his amazing necklace. There's chickens and ducks on the beach, and much action mending nets and preparing for that night's fishing trip on the lake. The fishermen only go out on the lake when there's no moon, as they use lights to attract the fish to their boats, but they can't compete with the big moon, so don't fish all month. Well, we just stopped for lunch, and it's mushrooms, and they're absolutely delicious. They're dried,
Yes, please.
and you pick them when?
In fact, the mushroom comes from the field, you know. They are grown up in the field.
And there's some mushrooms that make you feel drunk.
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah, there's some like that.
Yeah, you are right.
Where can we find them?
I cannot identify the place.
Well, it's worth a try. I am interested, though, in any of the older shamanic beliefs that may be practiced in the village. Something that exists below the veneer of modern religion that's there. You say most of the village here is Christian. At the same time as you have you're Christian, do people believe in the spirits of trees or water?
There are some believing in spirits. For example, like myself, I'm an actor using spirits.
Oh, really?
Yes, I have my own dancing. Women do clap hands. Whenever they clap hands for me, which means they sing songs of different types concerning to the songs I know. Later, I don't look like a man as you are seeing me now. I have something coming in my heart showing a different attitude, my spirit can tell me what is coming in the future.
Is that what happens? Because you know this the same thing happens all over the world where people dance to a trance, they get into a trance and they find their spirit or they get to a spirit state. The same happens in Brazil, Cuba, in Nigeria.
Maybe because I haven't visited some other countries,
Yeah.
but
I've
I
not
know
visited
I
all,
know
but I do.
all what I'm doing myself here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alex.
Yeah.
I knew it. There was something special about Alex. There was a knowingness to him. So here we are, Alex has laid on dancers. They do this mainly for visitors, be them friends from away or tourists like us. But what amazes me, it's just one drum. There's just one drum playing this and a lot of women getting together and singing. Makes our carnivals look so tame and so contrived, doesn't it? This just happens. I love it. Yep, no practice or rehearsals. This is just part of their everyday life. And elsewhere, life goes on. Fishermen work while the women sing and dance. That makes a change. And some youngsters show that even they have their musical culture. Back at our lodge, Ruby and I play for our supper and lodging. Music is a magical force, the world over, and in its purest form it has great power. More often than not though, up here in the developed north, it's been hijacked by money-making forces and diluted.
It's not unkind to be misled. Don't seem strange to lose your head. Oh, I can help you feel the same. Oh, just keep the loving coming in.
Well, that's dinner sorted, but there's still one appointment I've got to make. I woke up at dawn, it was my birthday, and I heard fishermen coming back, and this is the very same fishermen that were there, coming back with big catches and a lot of happiness, and it's been a great day.
And
with
lots of
James.
noise, making lots of noise.
I wouldn't call it noise, they'd kill me for that. These guys were far from the best drummers I'd ever played with, but they weren't pretending to be. They were fishermen. They just wanted to sell fish. And even though we didn't speak the same language, we communicated through the international wavelength of music, and were as friends. It is a fact that when you have a tune, you're never alone, and you always have something to give. And I hope that with this film, I've managed to illustrate that music knows no boundaries. And it was Shakespeare that said, "Remember the man that have no music in himself. Let no such man be trusted. Mark the music."